Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Roadway 3 with me, Papa Omega, and the Kaiserliche Marine, the Navy of the German Empire. So we're slowly approaching the turn of the century, it's 1899, and as you all probably noticed, we have gotten ourselves involved in a war. It's not with our desired target, Spain, it is with Russia. The good news is that we're not alone in this. We have actually joined Japan that declared war on Russia, or actually maybe Russia declared war on Japan. It's never clearly stated, but as we are allied with Japan, we have joined on their side. It brings with it a couple of complications and a number of good things for us. As far as our own relations go, we are doing fairly good. We increased slightly the tensions with Great Britain to high animosity, which is 8. So we need to be a little bit careful with them right now because, pulling them into this war wouldn't be a good idea. Thankfully, they don't really have bad relations with Russia. Who we sort of have strained relations with is Italy. We're at 6 and they are at 0 with Russia, so we have to be super careful of not pulling them into the war. But Spain also has 0 with Russia, so turns out Russia really has a couple of good friends. France 2, Austria-Hungary 2, so it's just us and Japan, obviously, who they have a problem with. So we'll see. With USA, we managed to lower relations to 0, so we are currently doing good. We can't get allied with them because they see us as having enough alliances as well, as we are allied with Austria-Hungary and Japan. But having good relations with them is good, and we have stable relations with France, even though they sort of decreased to 4 right now, but I'm happy with that. So overall, just keep an eye on Great Britain on our side and pray that neither Italy nor Spain will join the war on Russia's side. As far as tonnage comparison goes, we've had a really good year. We've actually added 31,000 tons this year, which is almost the highest amount. The only one who added more was France, who added 41,400 tons, so just slightly more than us. And considering USA added only 11,400 this year, we jumped back over them to the 5th place in the size of the Navy. Even Spain actually added a lot of tonnage this year, 10,300. The worst nation, or the weakest nation right now when it comes to shipbuilding, is Japan. They added only 2,700 tons. But I have a feeling that's because they lost 2, maybe even 3 ships during the year. So they're sort of, innocent of not building enough, but most likely taking heavy casualties. Russia itself added 23,900 tons, so us and Japan together added more than they did. So that's the good news. It's not great news though, because Japan is fighting them as we are every single month, and they're waiting out ships. Hopefully one will be back, and Gdansk, I think, is the second ship of the Lubeck class, arrive to Northeast Asia. They can actually do something there and support Japan in its operations. When it comes to the graphical tonnage comparison, you can see here that we have accelerated and jumped over United States. We are not really closing the gap much to Italy, who is the next one that we would like to get over, but we're going to see. We just need to keep building. We have a couple of ships in works, 2 of the Lubeck class ships, another ship of the Donau class, and 4 new corvettes. So those are going to be coming out of the dockyard very soon. A total tonnage combined, you can see that we are about halfway through to 2.5 million tons. We started at less than 1 million, so you can see that the growth of the fleets is pretty significant, and it's only going to accelerate in the upcoming years, I think. This is also the reason why I said in the beginning, before I even started recording this, that going with excessive navies it's just a little bit crazy, because you can basically start at this point, or even a little bit higher if you go with very large navies, for example. So then it gets really crazy because you're basically managing hundreds of ships down the line, and it's just nuts. Relative navy or relative tonnage comparison changed quite dramatically from last update. We actually jumped to nearly 9.6% because this year we did very well. Great Britain further dropped, so did France. Italy is still increasing. Russia dropped. Japan increased to 6.4%, but they lost a little bit. They were at like 6.7%. USA are at a 8.84% right now. Austria-Hungary 7.51%. And Spain is the weakest navy. Of course, they're at 4.39%, lowering their actual share of the pie from over 5.5% to, too much less. So they continue to degrade. I'm wondering what's going to happen with them, because in the next war they're probably going to lose other colonies, whether it's to us or some Asian power like Japan. Well, we'll see. I've actually added a new screen here, which is called War with Russian Empire. I'm actually going to put here overviews of all of the wars that we will go through, just so that we can look at it later on and see how we did. So if you have any suggestions what should be here, please let me know. But for now, I have just added the conflicts that we had, or conflicts, battles, skirmishes, whatever you want to call them. We had the Baltic Sea cruiser encounter in both November and December 1898. Nobody has lost any ships so far, but we managed to damage one Russian destroyer. And of course, I've put who is fighting on each side: our side Japan and German Empire, enemy side Russian Empire. I'll probably put here maybe on another screen the result of the war, what we gained from it, and so on. But for now, it is just this. So again, any suggestions on what to track for the wars is welcome. As far as economy and budget goes, we have pretty much skyrocketed this year due to the war. A couple of notes here. I've actually, because I was discussing this with some of you in the comments, added or slightly changed the graph that we use here. I've added a detailed grid, so it is much easier for you to orient yourselves in. And I've also added a trend line, which is an average of all the values for the yearly budget. So you can see at which years we were below the average and at which years we are over average. So right now you can see that 1899 we are highly above what the trend line would suggest. Previous year and the year before we were actually below. At 1896 we were on point. 1895 we were below. 1894 we were roughly on point. 93 we were above. 92 we were above, and 91 we were on point. And actually, interestingly, we started a little bit under of what the average would suggest. So it is a very valuable representation, which shows you how you're doing and what you can sort of expect based on the trends in your graph. So I tend to use it in some of my work. And I really like looking at it like this. Now that we have enough values here, it really shows us a little bit of a trend that we can expect. Anyway, to the values, we actually increased the cash at hand by nearly 300%, which comes from the fact that most of our constructions have been delayed heavily in the previous months, and it's probably going to continue. So we might start burning some of these funds on building more batteries and expanding dockyards and stuff like that. It is currently at 8.7% of our yearly income, which might not seem like a lot, but again, nearly 300% increase year on year. The yearly budget has increased by 37.22% due to us being at war. We are currently at nearly 170,000 Reichsmark per year. Monthly, it is 14,157. Total expenses are currently at 106% of our income, but it doesn't matter because the cash just keeps flowing in as we are unable to fulfill all of the things that we are trying to do. Ship cost at 3,759, which is a 21% increase year on year. Aircraft is at 0, fortification 365 as we are expanding our fortifications slightly 2.57%, and construction currently increased by 56% to 8,287 Reichsmark, nearly 60% of our overall budget, so we are heavily expanding our fleet. Research at 1,699, which again is 12%. I've also added a yearly budget linear graph or line graph that you can see here, which shows you just the yearly budget. I'm thinking of adding the expenses here as well as a line graph, so you can just see it a little bit in a different view. Just let me know if this is good, or if you would add like me to add or remove anything. Just voice your opinions. Like, I'm doing this as an overview for you guys, so if you miss anything or you would like me to add anything here, just let me know. As far as research goes, not much has been done last year. We added a significant advance in fire control. We finally have the actual fire control that we can put on our ships. But what's important is that we unlocked a new research category, which is the submarines. So I'm going to put it on high. I haven't really noticed it before, but when I was doing this review, I saw it there because I would really like to start building some submarines and sending them out to hunt enemy trade. They're really, really, really good. I'm not entirely sure if submarines also provide anti-submarine warfare. We're going to see that. Again, I'm not a master of this game. It's so complex that I don't remember every little bit of it, but I like playing the game, and now I know enough that I can let's play it. So again, a little bit of things might be off here and there, so don't worry about voicing when I screw something up. You've actually been very vocal in that, and I appreciate it because I keep learning from your comments, and it is easy to miss a lot of stuff when you're let's playing. As far as our fleet goes, we now have 8 battleships with 1 in construction. It's the Donau class Elbe ship. We are not building any heavy cruisers at this point, but we are going to design. And actually, I think it might be a good idea to spend some of that cash that we have on design studies on heavy cruisers, because we need to get those. So that might be a good idea. So anyway, we're not building any heavy cruisers right now, but we're sitting at 13 light cruisers, and we're building 2 more. We're also building 4 corvettes. Here is the Kaiserliche Marine in time. You can see a gradual increase as in the previous years. And when we go through our ships overview, you can see that we are now building the second of the Donau class battleships. Elbe is going to be ready in July 1900 if everything goes well. Apart from that, we have the Lübeck and Danzig Lübeck class ships in the fleet right now. We're building 2 more, Hamburg and Wismar, which should be ready at the end of this year. Hamburg in October, and Wismar should come in January 1900. We're going to see if we suffer more delays. It is very likely because we have been getting them every single month since the start of the war. And last but not least, we are building our new corvettes of the Frederica class. We're building the Henriette, Frederica, Luisa, and Sophie has been added by the civilian shipyards who were interested in building another ship of this class for us. Henriette could reach us in December this year. Frederica, Luisa, and Sophie are projected to be ready in February the next year. Once they come out of the dockyard, I'm probably going to mothball the Columbia and all of the August Pieper corvettes, and we're going to put 4 more into construction, which would then replace the Delphin class corvettes. I would like to have at least 8 of these by 1905, which is very likely to happen, but we might build even more, because these will be very good when it comes to trade protection. And they might also, I think, and I'm not entirely sure if you can put anti-submarine and mining capabilities on corvettes. I'm pretty sure mining can be put on them. Not entirely sure about the anti-submarine warfare, which might be reserved for destroyers. But hopefully we are going to get a level up in the destroyer technology, because I would really like to have 1400 tons. We already got a message about it, so if we can reach 400 tons, I'm going to design our first destroyer, and we're going to start mass producing them because they are really good. Bases and land fortifications, not much to say here. We've increased the base in Indian Ocean to 10. But I was actually told, and I didn't know this, I thought that if you have enough basing in your colonies, you do not need to have normal crew accommodations on your ships, but it turns out you do, or at least that's what you guys told me. So eventually we're going to have to rebuild the Weisenbergs once again and actually provide them with normal accommodation. That should remove the issues, but we'll see. It's very low at the priority list right now, and we should finish the 8-inch coastal battery in Liaotung Peninsula very soon, at which point we might start building more as well. And as far as our officer corps goes, we had a little bit of an increase in admirals. We have one more, we have 2 more contra-admirals right now, and 5 frigate and capitains. It comes from the fact that we are actually increasing our navy, so more officers are needed. And yeah, that's all for the update. Now we're gonna jump into the game and probably have yet another battle. I'm gonna actually fit 2 of those months in this episode. I'd like to make it a little bit longer after the previous ones were shorter. So anyway, let's skip to the game. Okay, so here we are, January 1899. We are at war for 4 months now, and we are sort of winning, but not much has been done so far. We have a couple of things that we need to address before we end the turn and jump into February, most likely through another battle. So first things first, I got a comment today from Untre Madness, who actually explained one thing to me, and that is that the delays and shortages of material that we're getting are coming from the fact that we are trying to rush too many ships, which is interesting. I never had that happen, but I think I mentioned that at the beginning of this Let's Play that I actually do not at all use the rush function. This is actually the first time I started using it, and I don't know why I didn't, but I never really did, so my experience with that is limited. What he said makes absolute sense. I guess there is a limited amount of industry that we can use to rush stuff for ourselves. So now that we have cancelled the rushing of all, I think we're gonna definitely rush the Deutsche Kaisers, and we're gonna rush the Donau. So when we accelerate you, it does nothing. Okay, so we don't even need to do that. Okay, for you it also does nothing, but Donau will probably shave off a month. Okay, and the Elbe, I would also like to accelerate the Elbe. That's gonna shave off 2 months. Anything else? The Niobes are all at 6 months, with the exception of Ariadne. So let's rush that one as well. Okay, 3 ships, that ought to be good. Anyway, thank you, Ultimate Madness. I appreciate you saying that. Now, the next thing that we want to do here is we unlocked the new research category called submarines. So we're going to put it on high because I want to get them as soon as possible. Though submarines are a little bit weird in this game. I touched a little bit on it already. You have a special screen where you can build subs, but your choices there are fairly limited. You can pretty much just decide on the very basics, and then you just build them en masse and you send them out. Now, I understand the logic behind it. The submarines are running more in the background. They're used to torpedo the merchant traffic and so on. You can actually set it here to fleet support, and they're gonna target almost exclusively enemy ships, so you can maybe sink 1 or 2 ships, sometimes even a battleship, which is kind of interesting if you have an overwhelming force. But I usually keep it at price rules, which means that they operate and act in accordance with their own ideas. They really don't prioritize either or. They just do what they feel like. Unrestricted is pretty damning because it increases tensions with everyone, but sometimes you're just desperate, or you're so powerful that you don't really care. So yeah, that's that. Before we actually go though, we have saved a lot of money on the on the on stopping the rush to finish most of the ships. So I think we might want to look at our next heavy cruiser. We're desperately missing a heavy cruiser that could be used for fleet support. So let's just look. I don't think we're gonna actually design it right now, but I would like to see what we are capable of. So we could get a caliber 8 guns on it, forward and aft. Could I put the ones on the port and starboard midship wing? Would that work? Single turrets. It would. Okay. Let me just reposition the turret. They look weird. Hold on. Position turret. Let's put them like this. So we would have we would have a twin turret in the front and back, and we would have 2 on the sides. It's a little bit overweight, but belt is fine, a medium and normal is fine, a slope deck is fine. I still would like you to have... Where the hell is that weight coming from though? Okay, get 14. Jesus Christ, now I realized. Caliber 9 would be 9,785. Yeah, the range goes down. 315. Did even the penetration go down? It did, okay. So 8-inch guns are just better, but we're just gonna lower this and go with 6 inches. Yeah, it gives us a lot of extra. No hell. 22 knots. Okay, we're gonna go with 20 knots. Nah, we could go with 21. 21 and 12. That would be doable. Normal, medium, freeboard. And could I even... No, I couldn't extend that. I could extend the belt and then upper belt. Your casemated, that's good. Deck extended, turrets, secondary guns. And what about a little bit more ammo? Yeah, we need a little bit more ammo. Let's go with 150 for both. And I think I can lower armor for conning tower, and the deck can be made. Yeah, wow. Okay. So that would actually allow me to go with a 6-inch belt. It's a little bit over the top, I feel. If we can go with 9 again. If I wanted it for... Wow, we could maybe stick in rivet. That was 14 guns. If I went a little bit lower on the ammo. Turret top, turret. And a little bit on the... Okay, and we need the rangefinder. 4 tons over... We have tertiary guns here as well, which we can take away. Okay, I didn't even mention that, but there's tertiary guns here. So we got 6 8-inch guns. We get 6 14-inch guns. Let me auto-place that. By the way, this came up in the comments a couple of times. Even though the guns might seem that they are misplaced, it's just a graphical glitch. The guns are always considered to be half and half. The game doesn't even track their relative positions. It just splits the amount of guns that you have on your ship half-half. It doesn't care. So you don't really have to worry about it. It's really good. So that's fine. Additional... Okay, you get torpedo tubes everywhere. No, you get 2 on the side. Ah, okay. Port broadside. Sub. I'm thinking we might want to... on the other hand, why not? Why not have it? Other rangefinders. I mean, this is not a bad design at all. It's a little bit too big, though. I wanted to keep it at around 10,000 tons, which would be doable, but this is pretty much, you know, it's equivalent to the battleship that we had. It's just slightly faster and has a weaker belt, and it might even have more guns, but this is something that I would go for. Now, I just wanted to check what we're doing here. Let me know in the comments what you think of this design. I'm not going to design it right now for two reasons. The first one is that we will not build it anytime soon, so it's useless to design it because we can get bonuses to it in the meantime. And second is that you know, I'm looking for something smaller, but this design would be really, really good. That would be really good for ship follow-up. But when we compare it to the Deutsche Kaiser, which is, wow, it's obsolete now. Interesting. So the Deutsche Kaiser class. Yeah, the belt is slightly stronger. It's slightly slower. It has less tertiary guns, but pretty much the same amount of secondaries. It has even less main guns. That's interesting. It's more heavily armed than our battleship. That would be quite interesting. It's less armored though, but yeah, funny. Anyway, let's end the turn. See what it brings to us. Action with light forces near Odensholm. Large battle. Okay, let's generate it with one ship there. Inflict more damage than you suffer yourself. Expected enemy forces in battle, no information. We failed the command check. So we basically have one Gaffion in there. Jesus Christ. I mean, in pretty much every single instance this is gonna turn really poorly, and we might even lose the ship. There's a storm and it's cloudy. Okay, let's see it. Let us see it. But we're most likely going to retreat because this is not gonna bode well. We are very far north and this is enemy territory. So all of our... yeah, we need to go here. We need to lose them. Though the sighting range is only 9,400 yards. It's 1234, so I believe we might have a chance here to run away. And if we score a lucky hit, we might even be doing good. So you're going this way. So let's just go and see what's gonna happen. Okay, unknown ship sighted. If these are the destroyers, we are fine. If those are anything else, and then we are really screwed. Okay, so we're just gonna immediately turn around and go to max reasonable speed. And I'm gonna see what's gonna happen here. No, don't run for that. Okay, so those are destroyers. They open fire at us, and we... oh god. Oh god, that's not good. How many are there? Well, we are much heavily armed. Wait, no. Where can I see the details of the ship? Here. So we have 6 4-inch guns and 6 2-inch guns, and we have a 2-inch belt. They got... we don't know, but if these are all destroyers, and if I remember correctly, they got 1 4-inch gun and 4 3-inch guns, something like that. So we still have an advantage against them. And they probably don't have any armor. So any hit that we're gonna score at them is going to be fairly devastating. But the fact that we are alone at this far north spells really bad doom for us. So a little bit of a change of course. I'm gonna go this way because they're going in parallel. so that's gonna force them to turn eventually, and that might be to our advantage. Oh god, there's another one over here. TR? Really? Could that be a trader? Well, I mean, at this point we really don't have... Okay, so it's an armored merchant cruiser, okay. Well, not merchant cruiser. It's an armed merchant ship. And it's a medium merchant now. Okay, so there might be a reason... Well, we have to be very careful because there might be an opportunity here to score some hits. I don't think we've scored a single hit. Sink 2 ships and a ship. And if we can score a couple of hits on this merchant, it might be considered a victory. Okay. Just keep shooting. Keep shooting. The more we shoot, the more of a chance we have to score hits. Okay, we fire 3 4-inch guns at the medium merchant. I don't think we have a big chance here. Rounds left. Hit chance is 1.16%. Range 4,900 yards. Basic hit chance is 2.69%. Crew quality 10%. Yeah, they're turned away from us. We don't have any fire control. We are under fire. C is in a really bad situation. Yeah, final hit chance 1%. I mean, lucky hit can always happen, but it's very unlikely. Okay, now we're gonna shoot at the destroyers. I mean, it might still be... Oh wait, did they hit us? It might have been another thread malfunction. I missed that before already in the log. Inflict more damage. Is there a... Oh, log entries, yeah, let's see here. We open... Yeah, Gefion, turret jammed. Okay, so it's not that they would land any hit. I don't think we've landed any hits. Either side. Damage. No, we haven't hit anyone. I mean, as I mentioned, the chances are just abysmal at this point. Yeah, 0.20% right now. I mean, keep shooting. It definitely is a good idea to do that. You don't want to just stop shooting. But we need to turn around. So, go this way. It's 13:11, so we've been here at for about 15 minutes. Okay, this is interesting. Did they consider what happened? Light rain, okay. That reduces the sighting range even further. But I might be interested in seeing if I can find that merchant ship. Because if we could sink that, or even heavily damage that, I think that would still count as victory. But I didn't, that's my bad, I didn't check the course. I know it moved northwards, but I should have memorized the latest course, because it's definitely gonna be slow moving. Okay, so we just sighted an unknown ship. Where? Okay, hard to port. Oh no, those are the destroyers, definitely the destroyers. The distance. And the game marks them as unidentified. So we won't even shoot at them. Yeah, the sighting range is just balls. Right now we have 6,000 yards. I can barely see anything. Okay, so we see the destroyers again. I don't want to chase them this way, but if we could plink at them. I know that their primaries are in the front. I remember that from seeing the schematics, so if we can just keep shooting, it's your chance. 0.41%. Yeah, the rain and sighting level. Nah, it's getting worse. Rain is lowering it as well. I think they're faster than us. Though they're really not 544 yards. 4,900. Go. I don't want to get too cocky and catch a torpedo to my face, but... Okay, the Bodry class. Yeah, they have one gun in the front. And 4 2-inch guns. Okay, so they even have only 3-inch guns, not 4-inch. So... I don't really think we are in too much of a danger. It's your chance now. It's still 0.41%. So again, to those of you that think I'm carrying way too many rounds of ammo, we have roughly 539 shells in the forward guns, which at this chance means we would hit twice if we're lucky, if we shoot everything we have at them. Really makes you realize how much ammo you need to do any damage in this kind of encounters. And that's also why I want the fire control on our ships as fast as possible, because without those, we're really just dealing with these kinds of bullshit chances. Still, 0.77 is a big increase compared to what we had before. Bodry class. Okay, did we hit it? I think we hit... Yeah, we hit one of them. No damage on us, right? Rounds fired, free. Hit scored 0. Oh, those are the secondary guns. Yeah, hit scored 1. Okay, so we damaged one of them. Oh my god, we damaged it so much it's actually dropping behind. Oh, we're gonna sink them. Hard to port. Don't let this go to waste. This one is going down. Yeah, it's sinking. Nice, that was a critical hit. Nice. I wasn't expecting that. And we get another hit, heavy damage. So we need to keep our distance because they got torpedoes, but this is reasonable. What's our chance to hit now? 2.52. Yeah, they don't have any armor. Okay, they're far. Okay, we just got into the range of their guns, so that's not fun. But this one is most likely going down, or if not, it is heavily damaged, which might very well win us the battle. I'm gonna keep behind it, trying to plink at it a little bit more. 1.42%, because I want to see it go down. They could very well fix the damage. Okay, we're poised to go very close to them, and I don't want that. I think the Gaffion has also torpedo tubes, but port aft, starboard aft. Yeah, we get torpedo tubes, but yeah, 1800. I'm not gonna go that close because they got torpedoes as well, and that is not a good idea. Okay, so how many hits did we score now? 2 with the primaries. That might be very well enough to sink it, but we need to go for the kill. Yeah, the others left it, so it's very likely that it's sinking. Oh, they scored a hit on us as well, right? No, we scored a third hit on it. Where's the flooding heavy hits medium? Yeah, light hits. Okay, so we scored a superstructure. No, actually they scored a hit on us. Splinters damage hull. Okay, but we get a third hit on them. So let's just keep behind them. I really don't want to, but it doesn't seem like we suffered any kind of serious damage. So that's fine. Let's just keep blinking at them. I want to make sure that they're going down. It's 1534. You never know. I mean, they're most likely sinking, but they could still manage to get out of that. You only really know that they're 100% sinking when they stop. We lost them out of sight. That's bad. Oh god, they're 1600 yards away. Hard to change. Okay, now I think it's a light cruiser. Come on, that's just stupid. Shoot at them. Okay, we straddled them, which means we should have a pretty high chance to hitting them, 3.26%. I think another hit will be a surefire sinking. Okay, we scored more hits and they're gone. Yep, they sank. Amazing job! So we got our first kill. I mean, it is a teeny tiny destroyer, but it is still something. You know, because our teeny tiny cruiser is also very, very tiny. So it's not like, you know, we could expect much from it. It's never gonna sink a battleship, and it's alone. But we actually, I think it's the weather, honestly, because I can see here that the speed is limited to 19 knots by weather, so they literally couldn't get away from us. And that's how we hunted them down. I'm happy that I didn't actually turn away and ran when I saw them. That was a good choice. We weathered it, and it worked. So now we are going to go home. That's the first destroyer that we sank, and it's the first ship that we actually sank in the game, and I feel great. Nice. What a good battle. What a good battle. It's gonna give us some victory points. I mean, we haven't finished the objective. We were supposed to sink 2 ships, but I'm definitely sure that we scored more hits on them than they did on us, and we did more damage. We actually suffered no hits at all, so 100% victory. So we're just gonna sail home now. It would have been cool if we found that merchant as well, but I had no idea where those ships went. After that, they might have headed for the port. And trying to search for them in this heavy rain would be just a little bit annoying, so it doesn't matter. Plus there were still 3 of them and I don't want to tempt fate. Okay, well the limits it to 80 knots now. Leadership that could. Leadership that could. Okay. The scenario is over. So... wait, what? Oh, come on! They got 1800 points for surviving merchants. Oh, that sucks. I thought that we would definitely win. We failed. No, never mind. Okay, but we scored more hits and we sank a destroyer. I'm not gonna call this a loss. So we shot 216 rounds at them and scored 3 hits. Which is still much better than we should have, by the way, because we had a 1.39% chance to hit. So, yeah. And we inflicted 548 points of damage. And which one was it that we sank? Okay, no damage. Oh, this one. Russian Destroyer Division 1 DD Blastiachi. And it sank. Nice. Okay, well, the game is going to consider that a victory for the enemy, but I'll consider a victory for ourselves. So we got 85 victory points, they got 198. And here we go, research breakthrough, armor development, group armor, considerable improvement in armor quality, which is amazing because that's exactly what we were talking about when designing that heavy cruiser. We don't want to do that until we actually plan to build them. German raider Hella sinks 1 Russian merchant ship in Northern Europe. Nice. So we get a little bit of victory points. Operation of our ally adds 105 victory points, and we have blockaded them as well, so it should be pretty good. Steel shortages has delayed the construction of battleship project deferred by 1 month. We get the armor, and Hella sank 1. Okay. Now, you are already in Northeast Asia. So we're gonna be a raider. And you're gonna get in there next. And you're gonna be a raider. Good. So hopefully they're gonna do something there. Ships under construction. Well, it's, it's speeding up, so it's pretty good. We're gonna have to make a new rebuild for the other ships, because I would like to get them a little bit sooner than 12 months, but it should be fine. Doctrine we looked at, research we looked at, naval guns we looked at. We still have just these kinds of things. No relationship issues. Building up our efforts still. Intelligence report, yeah. Filter Russia. Do we have anything interesting recently? Nope. 6-inch coastal batteries. Speaking of coastal batteries, what do we have in Germany? It's Eastern Germany and then Prussia, right? Eastern Germany and East Prussia. Okay, so we need more guns there. They're gonna protect us from the enemies. So we have 4-inch guns. Yeah, I'm gonna build 1 8-inch gun in each. So yep. We're gonna build an 8-inch gun coastal battery in East Prussia. We wanted to do that anyway. So it's not like we're doing something that we didn't know we wanted. 8 turns. So we can definitely build the second one as well in Eastern Germany. Because they're not gonna cost us that much. So it's 1400 for 8 turns. We can definitely afford that because we're gonna finish some of the other things. So let's do 1 more turn and see what the game brings to us. Is Prussia fleet battle? Oh god, we got our entire fleet in there. Calm and cloudy, they got the battleships there. Cruisers like... I can't access the almanac. What's the inflict more damage on enemy ships than you suffer yourselves? Well, we will be faster than them, so we can definitely retreat. But this could spell doom if all of those battleships are there. They can tear us to pieces, literally. They will have no support, but they will have destroyers. Estimated enemy forces, several battleships and supporting forces. Well, I don't want to give them 800 victory points. Calm and cloudy. This is pretty much all of our fleet though. So it's very likely they will have several, could mean anything between 5 and 10. I wish how I could access the almanac. For cruiser support. All of these are fairly fast. We don't have any slow ships. The Wilhelm and Deutsche Kaiser are the slowest ones. And we're fairly close to a friendly port. Well, we can just decline, so we have to go for it. Yeah, we're very close to our friendly ports, so we can just turn around immediately and go back. Okay, so the command ships are these ones. Okay, this is gonna be a major battle. Okay, the moment we scout them, what's the weather like? Overcast. It's night! At 5:45 in the morning. So they might be anywhere like this at 9,000 yards and we wouldn't see them. No, that's like, oh god, this is our sighting range. What's the 4,000 yards? Oh god. Jesus, I really hope they're further than 4,000 yards at this point. Oh, this could spell doom. and we go. Of course, we're sailing northwards and not towards our port. How distant are they? 15 nautical miles. We could get to Danzig. The safety of the port. And actually, doesn't seem to be a safety of a port over there. Berg. What about here? Nope. What the hell is the game doing? It's denying me port retreats. Oh, that's bad. Well, there is a lot of coastal batteries here in case we need help, but it's just 6 inches, so our best bet would be just to sail away. Okay, well, there's no point in doing anything. We can't control them, so let them just sail until, yep, this happens. And they are right next to us. Jesus. Oh, God. Okay, so potential would be to sail somewhere like here to below. There are some batteries over there. Okay, but at least it's just one ship so far. No, but it's because we still have a awful sighting range. Okay, you guys immediately, all of you turn this way. You go to max. Oh God! And they're right here, right in our faces. And they immediately started hauling. Oh God. Go, go, go. Of course they got battleships there. Jesus. Go, 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 go. We need to turn and go. My big secondary battery hit. Oh God, they're right at us. Okay, we need to go to squad max. What the hell are you doing? You are core. Yeah, you're taking heavy damage. No, keep you at core. Yeah, some of our ships are taking heavy damage. This is really bad. I expected exactly this. And they're driving us away from the coast. Okay, we really don't have much of a choice. Okay, who are you? And I have a... Okay, you're independent. I'm gonna go back to... Okay, go to core. You can because we have too many. Okay. Okay, we're scoring some hits, but they have much heavier guns. They have 13 inches or some, 12-inch guns. That's really bad. Okay, we have to hope that they will try to get some distance between us. 4 aft hits. Okay, turn around again. We need to get some distance between us. Yeah, they're following us. Come on, this way. All of you. Oh my God, Hertha got just massive damage in just a single shot. It's bad. Go guys, go. We're faster than them, just go. Why the hell are you coming right at them? You crazy bastards. Go, go, go. Follow the fleet. Follow the fleet. So far we haven't really lost any ships. And I know that we scored a couple of hits. We need to increase the distance between us. Okay, so wait, that's not what I wanted. The distance is now about, if we go for you, it's about 6,000 yards. Okay, that is a little bit better for us because we have more guns. We just need to make sure that they don't hit us. I really don't care much about the victory points right now. I just want to save my fleet because this would very much be the doom. Okay, I'm not entirely sure if the bow... I think this is theirs, to be honest. So going there is not a great idea. Okay, can we superstructure hits to Marie Claire? What are we doing? Our battleships are intact. You guys took some heavy damage. Well, no, not heavy damage, light damage. Okay, Hertha has the highest damage of them all. Okay, so it looked much worse than it was, honestly. So let's just go. Give your missiles the signals. Okay. We're almost out of range. That's great. Continue. Okay, so from you guys... Yes! Continue sailing this way. What did we just... What is Zebra? Why the hell is Zebra... Huh. Okay, we'll have to slow down soon. I don't think we can... Yeah, but we're getting out of range. Good. Good. Just sail. That's fine. Can slow down a bit. A little bit faster. Okay, hold on. Their destroyers are trying to chase us. Wow, we're sailing in the wrong direction too. We need to... Okay, I'll need to start turning slightly. Just slightly. Okay, this is fine. They're still at the edge of our turrets. Okay, this is good. This is good. We got them moving away from us. As long as they are sort of chasing us, it's gonna be okay because they have an overwhelming amount of ammo and those huge big guns. But they are significantly slower, so we're basically going to get away eventually, I feel. And it's always a little bit better to shoot back at someone than to shoot forward to someone. Okay, light rain. It's a little disconcerting. I hope that's not going to limit our... No, it's not limiting our speed at this point. Okay, how come they are catching up to us now? Okay, go to squadron max. Okay. Opening fire. You guys are also shooting at each other, so that's good. Okay, now the good news is that we got them now where we want them, behind us, and we're sailing in the right direction. Superstructure hit, but taking some damage. Drizzle. Sighting range is going down, which means that a storm could be brewing. The division signals misunderstood. Okay, they're at the edge of... Okay, so far no one is falling out of the formation. Marie Claire is hit, but it was hit before as well. Battleships are okay. You guys are okay. What about you guys? Did you suffer? You didn't suffer any damage at all? Okay, well, I was probably scared more than I should be. I don't know how many hits we scored at them, though. I think, yeah, 0. We scored a couple of hits. Wait, this is... Yeah, this is hits on us. Okay. So it's not great. But it should be fine. Let me see. Showing for a superstructure hit. Near miss. Unless I'm missing something. You are probably the worst affected. Not flooding though. You got a heavy hit on you, 2 medium hits, and a light hit. Okay. And we scored a couple of hits as well. The question is, you know, how much the damage is going to be in the end. We're probably gonna lose this battle. I don't... Okay, they might even be retreating away from us. If we can keep this... Yeah, they're... Okay, they disengaged. Good. Good, good. So this was nasty. This was really nasty, but we seem to be disengaging. What the frick are you guys doing? You should be a screen. Come on. Get that one, you're fast. And you... How are you doing? Topi. Screen. Okay. Oh, I just sent it right through them, didn't I? God damn. Hopefully I'm gonna be smart about it. No damage yet. So. Okay, go. Yeah, we've disengaged. Okay, good. This could have been way more nasty. I'm clenching my jaws here. But it seems like... Unless I missed something, we got away fairly light. Yeah, without the Donau class battleships and the 2... I mean, with the Deutsche Kaisers and the Donau class battleship, this might have been completely different. If I calculated correctly, they had 4 battleships there. So, that would be 4 against 5 of ours. And I believe we could have taken them. But, yeah, no sense in talking about that now because we couldn't. And no heavy damage has been actually inflicted on us, so it's also fine. It's nasty, but it's fine. So go to Danzig, my lovelies. Yeah, okay, you can drop to max -2. Snap, why 14? Okay, I hope we're not flooding somewhere and I'm not missing that. Nope. 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 And this ship relay is the one that has the... No, not you, wait, who? They're overlapping. Is it you? Yeah, but you're not flooding. Structure was heavily damaged. They got a couple of big hits. Yeah, superstructure hit twice, then a fore aft hit. They limited flooding. Okay, good. They were hit by 5-inch at 8,043 yards. That's insane. At that distance, being hit, that's actually pretty admirable. Surprised it's even possible at this distance. Okay, now we're Marines, or what do we want to call them? Naval guys are getting exhausted, so we're running at 13 inches now, but... Oh, sorry, 13 knots, 13 inches. Man, my mind is all over the place. Okay, the safety of Danzig port is right in front of us. Jesus, but, you know, they just popped out of nowhere. That was a shock, and I sort of panicked, honestly, because those battleships could be nasty. And they're also heavily armed, so without proper battleships, that could have been really ugly. Light rain again. Yeah, sighting range is down to 11,000. 11,000 yards. So could we end it now? No friendly ships are at risk. Yeah, we can end it. So... Points for damage to enemy ships 630, ship score minus 154. Ship score 154. And we get a bonus for surviving merchant, so we've actually won this. Interesting. Okay, so let's see the ship details. So who shot the most rounds? The Russian cruiser Varyak. And then Gaffion should have exactly 100 rounds. How much did our battleships shoot? German batteries, yeah, they did nothing. But, okay, Deutsche Kaiser shot 31 times. It scored no hits. And Wilhelm scored no hits either. Okay, so they did nothing pretty much. Awesome. So who scored the most hits? Victoria, we scored 3 hits. And Imperator Alexander scored 1. Wait, is that all? Really? Nobody? That's... So was all of the other damage malfunctions? That doesn't sound right. Damage points. It's inflicted. Yeah, it was fairly even. Fairly even, but that's mostly because we let them on. If they got a good angle on us, that could have been nasty. Still, a victory for us. I'm shocked. But yeah. Happy. Okay, so marginal victory. We got 200 victory points out of that, and then we got 109. And we got Turret and gun mountings. Improved propellant allows longer gun barrels. Allows development of 11 and 12-inch -1 guns. Nice. And Hela sunk 1 Russian merchant ship in northern Europe. And Libeck sank 2 Russian merchant in Northeast Asia. Nice. And Diana sank 4 merchant ships in the Baltic. Oh, that's not great. Okay, so we lost actually 4 merchant ships and they lost 3. So they got 20 and we got 15. But Japan added 48 victory points to us. So what's the score now? 1240 for us and 454 for them. Danzig delayed movement. There are grumblings over high taxes to finance naval expenditures. Steel shortages. Niobe and Electra. Strikes and labor unrest. Prolongs construction of Henriette. Frigate and Captain Korn has shown himself to be of below average ability. Captain Surze Rodenberg has shown himself to be of average ability. Usage breakthrough. Okay, we've sank a couple of merchant ships, and that's that. Tensions with Great Britain dropped, and so did with Austria. I didn't even notice that we had them so high. Okay, so the Baltic. We have trade protection 5 of 5. It's kind of interesting to see that they actually dealt so much damage to us. Do we have... What do we have raiding? We have Hela raiding in Northern Europe. We have you raiding and you raiding. Just 3 ships. That's the issue. We don't have anyone raiding in the Baltic, do we? Yeah. Worf is in South Pacific. Who's in the Baltic? Anyone that we could know? I mean, we're building the ships that could be used for that, and we're getting a bunch of these Gaffions soon, and the Deutsche Kaisers, but submarines would be golden here. Maintenance. Maybe... Gazelle is part of the 2nd cruiser. 2nd cruiser fleet. Is it this one? Yes. I'm considering taking you out. Status 1. What does this mean? Is it repairing? No, that... ship data. Oh, it has 2 stars. Active. Fleet. What is this one? Is it... Wait, I think we might be rebuilding Ibex. Do we? No, we're not. Damn, then I don't know what that one means. Gazelle. Is here Baltic? They're an elite ship. So... Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take them on, put them in raiding. Because they're not gonna do much in an actual combat, but they can be very good raider. So let's put you to raiding. We need more merchant ships sunk. And actually, I don't know if I have to take them out of the group. The value of the ships for blockade purpose. That's a good question. I don't think we have to do that. I never really consider that. Wait, if I put you over here, you can still raid. So let's put you and... For the second, you, Captain Becker. You are both elite, very fast, so let's put you on raiding. I'm gonna see what that's gonna do. Anyway, this episode is now over an hour long, so I think that's more than enough. We've had our battles. We actually sank a destroyer, which is great. And thus we scored the first kill. I mean, between us and Russia. Not between, Japan and Russia. They're doing a ton. But yeah, it was a little bit of a victory. So yeah, and I'm even surprised that we managed to win the fleet encounter. I might have really misjudged it now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe we could have done something there, though I don't feel confident we could do anything with those battleships around. We were really lucky because if they started tearing into us without the Donau and at least 4 of the Deutsche Kaiser class ships, we would be doomed. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. See you in the next one.